How you doing? How was your week? This week was busy because it was the week in between school ending and camp beginning. We had Vacation Bible School, and we had stuff we had to do for our own families, babysitting and being with them and celebrating them. Watching my brother be in the play, taking care of Kennedy and Caroline and Scarlett all on the same day. The dog. It was busy. It was busy. I was talking to people during the week when we started talking about how we handle all of this stuff. Doing so much that you want to do, but it takes time and you have to do it. And how do you handle all the stuff that comes up that you don't know what to do? It brings on anxiety. And I was wondering, are there more people with anxiety now than ever before in the past? You'd think that life would be easier now. Things are quicker. We know more. We have more access to information. So I looked up on Google on the computer, and it said, health experts and data confirm that anxiety rates they're climbing significantly worldwide. Global anxiety and depression rates are jumping by 25%, or they did during the pandemic. And today, over 300 million people worldwide experience anxiety disorders. And they got a couple of things here, factors that explain why people are more anxious. Information overload, that means you can open your phone up any second of the day and get information on what's happening in the world. Economic pressures. Do I have enough money to buy gas? Do I have enough money to pay my rent? Social media. You're listening to things and watching things all the time that you don't have any control over, that people are saying. And increased awareness, meaning there's so much information out there that if we are feeling anxious, scared, we have more vocabulary now to describe that, to understand where it's coming from. So, yeah, more people than ever have anxiety. And what do we do about it? Well, exercise, social stuff, being with your friends, trying to stay ahead of things and trying to say no to things. If you look it up in the Bible, in Luke 12:25, it says, none of you can add any time to your life by worrying about it. And Matthew 6:25 through 34, I tell you, don't worry. Don't worry about the food you need to live, and don't worry about the clothes you need for your body. Life is more important than food, and the body is more important than clothes. Look at the birds. They don't plant or harvest or store food in barns, but your heavenly Father feeds the birds. And you know that you are worth more than the birds. You can't add any time to your life by worrying about it. Don't worry about tomorrow. Each day has enough troubles of its own. Okay, so Jesus said, don't worry about it. I would really love to follow that advice. But I think I am beyond that. I think that my brain cannot simply turn it off. Cannot simply say, okay, I won't. I would like to be able to say that, but I can't. The reasons for anxiety change with every person. Everybody has their own things that they worry about, their own times that they worry. We're all different. We all have the same fears. Not the same fears, but we all have fears. It's not a whole lot I can do about it. What I can do is deal with it as it comes up as much as I can by exercising, walking, talking with friends, looking things up. If it gets too hard, there's access, whether in person or online, there's access to counselors that can listen and guide us through things. So why did Jesus say, don't worry, I got this? Maybe it's because Jesus knows right outright that we will always be taken care of. I don't know what the definition of that is, because I always thought we will always be taken care of, meant we would live a long, happy life with the stuff that we needed to live, with being able to have joy more times than not. And I have discovered that doesn't always happen. I don't have control over what happens in my life. I'm unable sometimes to turn my brain to a different setting so that I don't worry. And I still feel the fears, the worry, the anxiety. So what do? I keep doing these videos. I keep reminding myself, God's going to take care of it. And so there are times, not all the time, but there are times when I can calm myself down and almost have a plan, one way or another, of dealing with those fears and those anxieties. Have a plan. If something happens, this is what I can do, or this is what I can do. I can get upset and get angry, or I can remember that it could happen, bad things happen, but then we get through them. I think what Jesus is doing is reminding us. I don't think he's saying, relax, you're fine. I don't think he's saying that. I think what he's saying is, you're going to have some hard times, but we'll be with you. You won't be alone. And honestly, I don't really feel alone anymore through that, because I know everybody has them. Everybody has things that they worry about. I don't know anyone who doesn't worry. You can't have a life right now without worry. But you can remember that God sent all of these people for us to be together, to hold each other up, to take care of each other. Get us through that time that we're feeling fear and anger and craziness. Get us through that, just so we can get to the next thing that's going to happen. And giving us the ability to meditate, to exercise, to walk, to go to church and remember that God is here, to talk to our friends and remember we all have stuff, to go to work, talk to your friend at work, talk to your friends on the phone, make a video, so that I can remind myself I'm not alone. And that's what Jesus said. He said, listen, we're here. We're all here together. We'll get each other through this. There's a song that Ariana Grande sings that I found called Breathing. Some days, things just take way too much of my energy. I look up and the whole room's spinning. You take my cares away. I can so overcomplicate. People tell me to medicate, and I feel my blood running. I swear the sky's fallen. I know all this stuff is fabricated. Time goes by and I can't control my mind. I don't know what else to try, but you tell me every time. Just keep breathing. Just keep breathing. And so, sometimes it's hard to find my way up into the clouds. Turns out they can be so loud. You remind me of a time when things weren't so complicated. I just gotta keep breathing. So, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep breathing. I'm gonna keep walking. I'm gonna keep talking to my friends. I'm gonna keep coming to church and trying to remember. I'm gonna keep making these videos. And I'm gonna try to get through each thing as it happens, each worry, each fear, each anxiety as it happens. We'll get through this, and we'll be together. And we'll help each other. So, when you go through this week, you remember your friends, the church, the stuff online, the therapists that are available, the stuff that you can read, the exercises you can do, and get us through this whole thing. Get a dog and love them. Be with your grandkids or your nieces and your nephews. We'll get through this together. I know I talk about it a lot, but I need to be reminded all the time. So I figure I'll share it with you. You have a good week. I love you. I miss you a lot, but we will be together soon. Have a good week.